Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander and this is Dish About the Dish Happy Hour, where we are cruising, all 1,200 plus cocktails in the International Bartender's Guidebook, copyright 1996. And today we are honing in on one cocktail, sort of, which is the Alexander cocktail that has not just one, three at least different versions. There are a few more listed in the book, but I'm just going to focus on the three main ones today. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared today because it's Pacific Northwest, it is beautiful, it is 85 degrees outside, and we are gonna deal with Creme de Cacao and cream, which screams to me fall, winter. So we'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. But let's just dive right into cocktail number one, which is the classic, I'm guessing, Alexander cocktail. So let me get my shaker ready to go. My cocktail glass has been chilled, and we are going to start with an ounce of our friend gin. There's only a few ingredients in the Alexander, and then we have our 1 ounce of creme de cacao. Sure, why not? And then follow it up with our ounce of cream. And this is when I get scared. We're gonna shake this all together and have our first shaking montage. Here we go. At least it's all blended, yay. And then they want you to top this with nutmeg. Now I know you're saying, Anna, where is your fresh nutmeg? My fresh nutmeg's a little on the old side, so I'm gonna go with the down and dirty ground nutmeg. But voila, here it is, our first Alexander cocktail. So here it is, the Alexander cocktail. Now normally I would taste this right now, but I'm gonna make the other two and try them all one right after the other just to see how big of a difference it is. Looking at the ingredients, it's gonna be quite a big difference. But while I am making the other two, let's give you some information on the origins of the Alexander cocktail.
The Alexander or Alexandra cocktail is considered a dessert drink made with equal parts of spirit, creme de cacao, and cream. Occasionally, it does contain egg white. While there are many different origins of this drink, some of the most popular include being named after the 1915 World Series and pitcher Grover Cleveland Alexander. However, the most common consensus tends to be it was named after bartender Troy Alexander, who worked in Prohibition-era New York at a restaurant called The Rector's. There he created this cocktail in celebration of a railroad advertising campaign of all things, which featured a woman named Phoebe Snow who dressed all in white. Hence the all-white cocktail. Now, of course, being Prohibition era, the cream and the nutmeg did its job in hiding that taste of bathtub gin, which is why this drink grew in popularity. Now, as I did mention, there are many variations on the Alexander cocktail. In the Alexander sister, you substitute creme de menthe for creme de cacao. In the Brandy Alexander, you add 2 ounces of brandy instead of the ounce of gin. Somehow, some way, this drink has surpassed the popularity of the original cocktail itself. But some of the other variations include vodka to make the Alexander the Great, hazelnut liqueurs, triple sec and blue carousel, and of course cherry and other flavors. I guess your imagination is limitless.
Here we are with our Alexander cocktail trio. I am glad they're not as thick as I was afraid that cream was going to make it to be, but let's give them a try, starting with our first one, the Alexander cocktail that has the gin and the white creme de cocoa. Don't know what it smells like. The gin comes across really strong, very flowery, very botanical. And then it ends with a dairy note. It's kind of odd. I don't taste the creme de cocoa at all. Because it's not bad. Yeah, it's that weird gin flower taste to it that kind of makes it odd. And yeah, it kind of makes it odd. If you like gin and milk, cheers to y'all. But that is the Alexander cocktail. The next one we had is the Alexander's sister, which you saw had the gin and then the Creme de Menthe. I'm afraid. Does not say to dash with nutmeg, so I've not put nutmeg on it. I'm not sure what this one's gonna taste like, but we shall see. I still taste gin. So you taste a little bit of that floral note, and then that peppermint minty kind of washes over at the end. Yeah. I do like this one better than the Alexander. I think that mint, that menthy mint kind of tones down that floral pattern a little bit. Still not something that's my favorite that I would go out and really clamor for. But yeah, it's not as bad as the Alexander cocktail. And I do need to point out, my little cocktail glass I found walking down the street, past the table at the Humane Society's door, 25 cents. And it's so pretty. I think it's my favorite find of the year so far. Now, finally, to finish it off, we have the Brandy Alexander, which we are substituted for gin 2 ounces of brandy. Again, did not say to sprinkle with nutmeg, so I have not. Although I don't know if that nutmeg really helps or not. This one does smell rather lovely. I don't know what it tastes like. You do taste that brandy, that little bit of, you know, that oakiness that comes through with a darker liquor. Those spice, it's not spicy at all, but there is a little bit of a spice in the background. I do taste some milk. It's weird, it's got cream in it, but it tastes like milk. And I don't taste the creme de cocoa at all. I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. I think out of the 3, this is the one I would prefer the most. But overall, these are not my go-to cocktails. But if you do enjoy some little bit of dairy in your liquor, these might be the ones for you. Ta-da! Flourish! Here are our Alexander cocktails. If you've tried these out or any of the other variations, just let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about these 3 little guys. And yeah, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it does let you know when we have a new video, and I would like to see you again in the future. Thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, y'all.